It's like my mother. My mom was a scientist. She was an atheist. And when I became a Hare Krishna, she was furious. Son, what have you done to the family? Our reputation as scientists. What have you done? And look at you. When you were a teenager, I was asking you to cut your hair. Now I'm asking you to grow your hair back. And as the years went by, we had so many arguments. At first, she defeated me. I was a new bhakta. But as time went on, then we stopped arguing. There was no conclusion. But she was a avowed atheist. But I'd send her books. And where would the books end up when I go visit home? They're all in the garage, covered with grease and dirt, and she just put them in the garage, covered them with some dirty newspapers. The fumes of the car built up. Anyway, to make the long story short, some years ago I was in London and I got a call at 2:30 in the morning. It was my mother. Son, I want to go to Vrindavan. What? Vrindavani. You mean Vrindavan? Yeah, Vrindavan. She had a drinking problem. Mom, you've been drinking. No, please, take me to Vrindavani. She used to make fun of me sometimes. Mom, I'm going to call you in the morning. No, please, son, speak to me now. Mom, I'll call you at 6:30 in the morning. I went to sleep. I hung the phone up. And then at 6:30, I got earlier, showered, and called home. My brother answered the phone. He was rarely at home. And I said, hey, Peter Butter. Pete, that was his nickname. I said, Pete, let me speak to Mom. Silence. I'm the older brother. Peter, let me speak to Mom. Silence. I said, Peter, she called me a couple hours ago. I want to talk to her. I think she's been drinking. He said, my older brother, she just died. I went, what? She just died in my arms on the bed. I said, what? I just talked to her. He said, yeah, I know. She called you. She wanted to go to Vrindavan. He said, what's Vrindavan? I said, oh, that's another thing. I'll tell you later, Peter. I said, but why? She died with it. Was it sudden? No, he said, no, she had cancer. She had cancer? Yes. She didn't want you to know because she didn't want to disturb your important work, she said. My important work? My mom was against what I was doing. I said, yeah, I know, but 6 months ago she learned she had 4th-stage terminal cancer. They couldn't cure it, so she was sitting on the veranda in a rocking chair, and she said to me, Peter, it doesn't make sense. All the philosophy I've lived by. How can I cease to exist when I die? I can't accept that. And looking at this world around me, it's just so amazing place. Maybe there's God. My brother was shocked. Mom, what's got into you? She said, I'm on the verge of death. I'm asking these questions now because I think I've wasted my life. Go to the garage and get that book that your big brother sent 30 years ago. Bhagavad Gita. My mom, yeah, she didn't know the vocabulary. And she said, bring it here and clean it up. My brother went and he got the Bhagavad Gita. It was all dirty and soiled from 30 years in the garage. And she took it and my brother cleaned it and she started reading it. I know because when I went home later, she had these little, how do you call them?
Post-it notes.
Yeah. Ask Brian, that's my car name, ask Brian this question, ask him that question, why this? She had verses underlined, arrows going here and there. She was reading it, studying it, like a hungry man wants food. And then she said to her brother, to my brother, one time your elder brother told me he had a tape ministry where all his lectures were recorded. He had 1,000. I thought they were all nonsense talk. I want them all now. My brother had to order 1,000 tapes. In the old days, the cassettes, you know. And my mom wasn't very tech savvy, so he bought her a tape recorder and showed her how to work it. And got her headphones. He said, for the last 6 months, Mom was on the porch, just listening to your lectures, smiling and nodding her head, reading that Benny He said such a change came over her. And when she was dying, I was crying. She looked up at me, she's just, the moment she died, she looked up at me, she said, Peter, don't lament for me. I'm not this body. I'm Jivatma. I'm spiritual. And then as she was dying, her last breath, she said, Peter, I'm going to Krishna. My brother said he could swear that he saw the soul leave her mouth. You know, he said, when the soul leaves, if you're a pious person, it leaves through the mouth. He said, I think that her soul left, I think she went there. He said, what is it where she went? I said, I'll tell you later, Peter. So, her last word was Krishna. A mundane scientist, spent her whole life wasting her life. I'm her son, I'm still here, finishing my rounds every day, my guys, my mom. So death is a very mysterious thing, but if Krishna's involved, nothing to lament. Only we lament. We've lost the association of that person. Who made a mistake? Okay, but we all make mistakes, right? Krishna's mercy is more powerful than our nonsense, than our material desires. So I flew home for the memorial.